Hello everyone. Today Miss B is back with another exciting pedagogy to teach mathematics. Today's topic is fraction. Fraction is taught in grade 3 onwards and it involves exciting and fun activities. There are various skills to learn in fractions such as how to identify fractions, create various models of fractions, types of fractions, all basic operations involved addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of fraction. I will start with some hands-on activities which teachers can use to explore fractions with their students. Then we will see how to express fractions in numbers on a whiteboard, and then at the end we will practice these learned skills on online math practice website, that is Splash Learn. Now let's practice some hands-on tasks to make learning a tangible experience for our students. Let your student do the same activity with you, as they will understand how things work and share the basic terminologies with your students so that they may learn how to use them as well. Here I have a square. Can you see? This is a square cutout. This is a complete hole. Now we are going to fold it. Take one edge of the square and place it on the other edge like this and press the folding. Here we will see an imaginary line. Now make this a prominent line. We will draw a line with a pencil or a pen and a measuring scale. See? Now what do you see is a whole square divided into two halves. This is one half, this is another half. There are two halves in a whole. Now again we will fold the other edge, other side of the square and place the edge on the other edge like we did in the previous time. Press the folding, open it. Now again we'll see this imaginary line. We'll draw a line on this imaginary line with a pen and a measuring scale. Now we can see that the whole square is divided into 4 equal parts. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. We can say one part is 1 of the fourths or 1/4 or 1/4. So we can say that the whole square is divided into 4 equal parts and each part can be called as a quarter. So there are 4 quarters in a complete square. Okay? Let's explore how fractions can be represented in different ways and see how we can express fractions in numbers. Here we have a complete whole or a complete circle, and this whole is now divided into 4 equal parts. So one whole is equal to 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 parts, or we can say there are 4 quarters, or there are 4 quarters in this complete whole. The definition of fraction will be: fraction is a part of a whole. Now let's see a different representation of a fraction. Here we can see, instead of using shapes and figures, we are using number lines. This is a number line, and on this number line we have marked a pointer on number 1. and the total parts are 5. So the position of pointer represents one part of the total parts. So we can write this fraction as one part of the whole, which is divided into 5 equal parts. This is another number line, and this number line is divided into 4 equal parts, and the pointer is at 1. So 1 will be written on the top and 4 will be written at the bottom, and we will say that the pointer shows or represents the fractions as 1 divided by 4 or 1 upon 4, where 1 is a part of 4 equal parts. Let's explore some more examples for models of fractions. Here we have a whole shape divided into 4 equal parts, and we have colored one part of the whole. We will represent this fraction in numbers as one colored part divided by 4 equal parts. It can be written in words as 1/4 or 1/4. If two parts are shaded or colored, we can write the fraction as 2 upon 4. Or the similar simplified version of this model can be seen like this. We can take a whole, color the half of this and write it as 1 upon 2. And the simplified version of writing this fraction is 2/4 or 1/2. Now we have a similar figure with 3 shaded or colored parts. It will be written as 3 upon 4, and we will read this fraction as 3/4 or 3/4. And if all the 4 parts of the shape is colored, then it will be represented in numbers as 4 by 4 and will be read as 4/4 or 1 whole. So based on these models of fractions can be divided into different types. Here is a figure which is divided into 4 equal parts, and one of the part is colored or shaded, so the fraction written in number will be 1 upon 4, where 1 is the colored part and 4 is the total parts. We can also say that 1 is the numerator, whereas 4 is the denominator. Let's see some more example. Here is a circle. It's divided into 3 equal parts. One of the part is shaded or colored, so this fraction will be expressed in number as 1 divided by 3. You can observe another example here. The whole circle is divided into 8 parts, and 3 parts are colored or shaded. So this number or this fraction is represented in numbers as 3 upon 8. See the pattern here. All the examples have a smaller numerator and a bigger denominator. The numerator is smaller than the denominator. So when the numerator is smaller than the denominator, then such a fraction is called a proper fraction. Let's see another example of a fraction. Here we see that we have 2 figures. Both figures are divided into 8 equal parts. And if you count the colored parts of this first figure, then all parts are colored, and it will be written as 8 divided by 8. Besides it is another circle divided into 8 equal parts, and 4 parts are colored. If we have to express these fractions in writing, then we will count all the colored parts and write 12 upon 8, where 12 parts are colored in both the shapes and they have 8 equal parts. Let's see another example for such a fraction. Here we have a circle with 4 equal parts, and all the parts are shaded. So we will represent this fraction as 4 divided by 4. And we have another shape, another circle where 3 parts are shaded with total 4 parts. So we will write this fraction as 3 divided by 4. Now count the total colored parts and it will be this 4, 5, 6, 7 colored parts, and we have total 4 parts of the shapes. So these fractions can be written as 7 upon 4. Now we can see the pattern in these fractions. They have bigger numerator and smaller denominators. Hence, when the numerator is bigger than the denominator, then such a fraction is called an improper fraction. Let's do some practice on Splash Learn. It's a totally free website. You can enter as a teacher or parent as well, and the teachers can assign assignments to their students, and their students can also log in. It's totally free. So you can see, as a teacher, you can create your own class. So it has practice exercises on various curriculum topics and different grade levels. I'll opt grade 3, and the curriculum I will opt for will be of mathematics. And as we have practice fraction, I will go for the topic fractions. Here I have fraction, and fraction we'll do some practice on identify fractions. Let's see. We'll do this practice.
In which figure does the fraction of green parts show? 2/6.
So 2/6. This part shows 2 colored part and total 6 parts. I'll opt this one. Let's see.
Rock on.
So it has given me
Which
some
figure
points as
does
well.
the fraction of green parts show? 1/8.
Good going.
What fraction of the figure is orange?
On a roll.
What fraction?
So let's practice one more. So I'll go for model fractions. Let's see.
Remove enough slices so that 1/3 of the pizza remains in the plate.
So I'll just click on these pieces. So the remaining part is 1/3. I'm done. That's
Correct.
it. Good
Color
job.
the shape so that the colored parts represent 1/4.
So I just have to click it. It's already done. Okay. So in this way we can practice.
Good going.
So we can assign.
Color the shape so that the colored parts represent 5/8.
So I have to color 5 parts. So I'm just clicking and it's already shading it, coloring it. Done.
Oops.
Oh, I did wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did wrong, and here it's giving me a hint. You should color 5 parts out of the 8 parts. So great, it's fun. I hope you and your students will enjoy and have great time using this Splash Learn website. I am having fun with my students as well. So enjoy, have a great time. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos. Bye. Take care.